Hello there, Internet. I am your host, J-Man. Welcome you all back to some Let's Play! Chroma Squad. We left off. We'll continue fighting for more great justice. And basically, of course, well, Leon went Misfit. Took a break for an episode. Old acquaintances. Lord Gaga brings Tammy to the studio. Wants a face-to-face talk with Cerebo. Can the Kenyatas trust a traitorous villain? You might notice something a little different. Or, rather, hear something a little different. Ah. I got a new mic! Are you okay with this? Oh, Gaga's video anytime now, eh? So for everybody that's been watching my fight, what your favorite what your favorite videos. Sorry, mate. Oh, Gaga video eh? Can I stop complaining? Or at least I hope so anyway. I have looked into the eyes of many times. I'm not afraid of Lord Gaga. A few moments later. Hello, my lovelies! Where's Tammy, Lord Gaga? Oh, what's this girl? Talking about this girl here. You've been very useful to me. What have you done to her? Said Topham. I made her one of my experiments. Our hearts are forever bound. You can only defeat me if you defeat her as well. Isn't that right, my sugar darling? Yes. Not very talkative. Who cares, right? We're on Monster Lord Gaga. Excuse me, I have to check out this Cerebo. I'm gonna see an apple bow? No, not pout. I managed to escape from vanishing cage this time. Let's say I have a friend who want me a job with their steady work. Oh, let's get into crime. Stop talking bubbles! Oh, I know, it's just a tube. You're a tube brain. I said, damn, you put it in this jar. Ha ha ha! He's a guy. And myself, Greenie. Okay, so people are starting to compare Nintendo to the Xbox One now. Okay, they switched to the Xbox One when they first. Okay, if you don't remember, Microsoft back in the day was run by this weird guy, a somewhat infamous figure, like, I forgot his name, Don something. And equivalently, he was kind of an idiot. Basically, there was, like, some controversy back in the day, about the Xbox One's, online only, uh, onlyness, and this guy who had the balls, and I pretty much think he sunk the Xbox One's, chances of success. He said, for those who have a problem, who can't play our new console, we have a product for that for you. It's called the Xbox 360. Yeah, so and it's basically Doug Bowser, Nintendo's of America CEO. I need my monsters in here. Oh yeah, I can see it when the heroes get to the ground. Oh, baby, a triple! I mean, I think that's all what he's saying. What Doug's saying. Doug said something along the lines of, "We still want to connect gamers, which is why Switch One is still available." I think that what they're saying. What I think they're saying is, we know that we promote 9 here, but they're still gonna support the Switch 2. That's the original Switch. That's at least I. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I miss the old Nintendo when they're all directs, because like, y'all know how many memes we used to get for directs back in the day, like. Yeah, tactical retreat. Yes, my favorite tactic, the tactical retreat. All right, let's see. Sorry. Yeah, again, they're saying we're still gonna support the Switch One, since I mean, yeah, it's already a hard mission. Oh wow! Hey, no! I'll teach you now. Join me, Tommy! Okay. What's the voice to Tommy? You option, Kenji? I'm not going to finish me, eh? Maybe we can have about harming her? You are Gaga first. The idea of break spells. Okay, so this will actually affect later playthroughs. Awesome. It's not over yet, Kenyatta's! What happened to me? Help me with these annoying so-called heroes, Miguel! Look at something for daring to hurt me! My pleasure, Lord Gaga. Please stay behind. It's a spell experiment anyway. That's at home. I have so much work to do. Yeah, I know this was meant to be a parody of like Tommy from Power Rangers, like, but Tammy, her blue, Tari, blue. Yeah, it's Tari at this point. Oh yeah, apparently, I learned something kind of interesting that kind of makes me view SMG4 in a somewhat different light. So I saw a channel. That's wasn't it? What happened to our heroes? That Fuego was slightly overpowered. What do I know? I'm just a narrator. You choose what happens to the story, not me. So let's go to it. To do it! Guys, don't give it a pain. Stand up. Fine, thanks, Cerebro. I thought I could fuck stuff if I wanted to. Look, Kenji, Tammy's still alive. Check out. Tammy! Okay. Alright, thank you for asking, Kenji. Oh, guys, I mean, I was just about to kidnap. Enemy of the Earth. My sister and I, we were part of a special squad, not unlike Yes. We defeated Earth. It's already won. Gaga returned to start to defeat the Earth heroes one by one. He used the power of modern cup culture to seem unstoppable. Yeah. Wait, Brain? The Brain from Zoomerica Clone Rangers? Oh, it's a big story about you. I really want your sister. You and your brother we're very worried. My condolences for her condition. That's all expedition you need. All makes sense, that's a problem. Zero pounds of generation 8. Tommy, you're standing as like a hero. Kenyada's. I want to be a part of this. Wait, this is very sick. I need your help. Yeah, so like I said, this is kind of why I had that backup for the save, because this will change the story. Do you think Tana will be okay for our decision, Kinji? She needs to take care of her sister, said Topham. If she joined us, her family would be in great danger. You're right, bet. Wait, other sheriffs that part noticed the mithril heroes? Androids and humans alike. They use technology to great justice for her. I can see some really cool tech. I'm really excited. Said Topham. It's great plans, Cerebro. With the help of the universe sheriffs, we can find the door. Now we're gonna go to more Tokusatsu. So, yeah. Never escalate conflict. Again, never escalate the conflict unless they do. Alright, so this is another important thing about this chapter. Greetings, Kenyatta. I am Calm, the commander of the Universe Sheriffs. This is a private secure line of communication. Cerebro has updated communication with this. Now, if you don't know, this is meant to be a parody of the Space Sheriff trilogy. So, in the 80s up until the 90s, there was another Tokusatsu series. Kamen Rider has essentially all of what replaced. It's called Metal Heroes. Yeah, the Metal Hero series is a franchise that was done by Toei. And in the 90s, aired in the 80s, aired alongside Super Sentai. Yeah, it lasted from that until it lasted up until 1999. Basically, around that time, Toei just decided to bring back Kamen Rider, and even then, like last year, like really, really weird, like aimed at really young kids. I don't know what Toei was thinking back then. Granted, I've never seen this, but yeah, this is a very different series. And unlike Kamen Rider, which never really took off. There actually was some sense. There actually were adaptations. Very, very loose adaptations. And and even appearing in Power Rangers. Yeah, if I'm correct, like one of the Space Sheriff series actually got adapted into an got released in America. It's called one of these was called Shatterhand. It was like Soul Brain. Shatterhand is best known in America not because of how the game itself. No, the game's something of a cult favorite. It's because the cover looks absolute dog shit. Like, look at this cover and try not to cringe. Oh, that's weird. Apparently, the Japanese publisher for Shatterhand is the same guys that made that one Sailor Moon RPG I played with Lego last year. Alright, I'm trying to find yeah, the first and probably most well-known of these adaptations was Big Bad Beetleborg, where basically they had like a lot of stuff, like a supernatural element, like some ghosts and stuff, like because hey, Goosebumps was popular back in the day. Let's have some hot spooky antics. But yeah, Juko Bee Fighter. Oh yeah, because like the green Senshi, like G-Stag. He's played by the same guy that played the Silver Ranger, Mega Silver, and Mega Ranger. And bonus fact, he's a politician now. I am not joking. Yeah, the actor that played both characters, Shigeru Kanai, is a politician. Like, he was like a candidate in the. He's basically a member of Japan's Democratic Party. Yeah, just the fact that this guy went from a tokusatsu hero to a friggin' politician just absolutely baffles me. Okay, as I said, Beat Fighter, and then there was a single Beat Fighter Kabuto, which was BF Italics. And another funny little piece of trivia about these is that there was a character in Beat Fighter Kabuto named Mac Windy, who was an American character. Yeah, basically it has like some foreign team, like some team like from overseas or something. And one of these was a guy named Mac Windy. I'm Mac Windy. And that's how he introduced himself. Yeah, he was played by Ruben Langdon. If that name sounds even in the slightest familiar, that's because he went on to play motherfucking Dante from Devil May Cry series. I swear, I am not making this up. Yeah, okay, I'm probably gonna have like a timestamp on Sentai trivia and Metal Heroes, my Metal Heroes info dump I'm doing research of right now as I speak. The other less popular show was VR Troopers, which used footage from not one, not two, but three separate entries, which were Metalder, Spielbahn, and Space Sheriff Scheider. And what's even crazier was like there's like one part of low budget where they actually like had some virtual scenes. Some virtual scenes and it's probably funny was that apparently originally the show VR Troopers was supposed to be like just like an adaptation of one show, and it was called Cybertron. I always found that kind of funny because well, obviously the reason they obviously had to change the name was because obviously a certain toy company that'll own the rights to the franchise about 2 decades later, was practically knocking on their door wanting some answers. And what's interesting is that this series had Jason David Frank was going to be the main character. Yeah, apparently. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, apparently it was like made by the toys were gonna be made by freaking Kenner. Kenner, if you don't know, they were the guys that made the original toys for the Star Wars franchise. Which, I mean, not a bad choice. I mean, Kenner doesn't exist anymore, but hey, that's cool. But obviously, I don't think this plan fell through. And oddly enough, another thing was that Kenner like got bought by Hasbro, and as we all know, Hasbro owns the rights to Power Rangers now. And apparently, like the reason I think swapped out is because like again, it's supposed to like Jason David Frank, and obviously Tommy was just so damn popular that they didn't have a choice. Yeah, I wonder what would have happened if they kept this, if they had gone through with Cybertron, or they're originally apparently like what we know they call it Psycon, but yeah, apparently they actually ended up running out of footage for all 3 shows, which I'm baffled as to how they did that. And the show just ended. And then apparently, like the actors actually did like make their own like gag dub, like for the final episode. I gotta watch this sometime because. But yeah, but we're not done yet. It turns out there were 3 other there were 2 other instances of it here. The original Space Sheriff Gavin, because apparently in the 2010s, the Space Sheriff series had a bit of like a revival, some movies, and Gavin appears like this, and even appeared in Power Rangers Beast Morphers, because I was like kind of made to promote a movie that was coming out at the time. Character named Captain Chaku. And then weirdly, like another series, which was a crossover with was called Sekai Ninja Sen Jaiba, which was a ninja show, although less metal. And unfortunately, this character was appeared in no one's favorite Sentai series, Ni Ninja. Again, you get bullied a lot, don't you? But apparently the character appeared in, it was even weirder, I just found out about this, was that some of the toys did come out here in America. Called Tacky Stretchoid Warriors. Wow. Rolls off the tongue, huh? But yeah, Jiraiya appeared in Sentai and Power Rangers. And I always found that kind of like... And it wasn't like a guy who would transform it. No, apparently they said, like, from what I know, he's like a robot. So we're gonna go with Guider. Wakasa, Wakasaki, Nawa. Okay, it may sound random, but I'm probably going to have to... Yeah. Yeah, I freaking love... Kamen Rider Dragon Knight! Kamen Rider! Yeah, apparently I learned recently that there was like a Twitter account for Kamen Rider, like the global. I think I might brought this up previously, but oh yeah, I even started showing like Austin McDowell's video on his reaction to Time Ranger. I even like made a comment myself saying that I liked the video, but I'm gonna have to take away a few points because well, he called Frax a flat villain, a generic villain, which for anybody who's watched Time Force, you know that's not, he's anything but. He's actually a very tragic villain. If you don't know, Frax was the main, like, the brains behind Brand 6 operations, and he was a robot. He was initially a scientist who was, like, one of the few people that treated Brand 6 nicely, but, Brand 6 did not pay him any respected him at all. And Rancic, like, they're in probably like one of the saddest scenes of the whole show. He's like, he basically starts trying to talk to Rancic's daughter, whose name I don't remember. He's like, don't get in the cycle of hatred! Yeah, again, it's kind of deep. for a show aimed at kids. And keep in mind, I never really watched Time Force. I always wanted to. I mean, I can. I just never really got around to it. Imagination! Yeah, that's our final helmet. Like, okay, so I even started like coming up with funny ideas, like if they ever like make another Power Ranger fighting game, like another Battle for the Bridge. Best, yeah, if they ever get like another Battle for the Grid. Yeah, I should probably tell my coworker about the episode where they watched Dino Thunder, we watched Abba Ranger, because that's like one of my favorite episodes of Dino Thunder, was just them just casually watching an episode of Abba Ranger. Like, and as I said before, Ethan, like Ethan's actor actually said on Twitter once that he has seen Abba Ranger for real and said he's a fan of Mikoto. I need to watch Abba Ranger. Abare, abare, abare! Makuse, get up! Oh yeah, right. Eagle! Armor again, that's... Yeah, because I want to be a part of a bunch of franchises that I don't have any interest in anymore. Earth Defense Squad. Indie Darlings. Money Grubber Inc. You have still sometimes it. Product placements. And some Hollywood guys. Yeah, I'll probably end the episode right here because I think my tangent went on for far too long as is. Hopefully you guys might hear me well, so like, subscribe, all that stuff. See ya.